Now we come to item number 4, motions. Special motion to be moved by Sri Charles Marngar, MLA. Sri Charles Marngar, MLA, to move this House to now discuss the second phase of interstate boundary settlement between Meghalaya and Assam and the need of reviewing the MOU signed between the two chief ministers. Mr. Charles Marngar, MLA, please.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to move that this House do now discuss the second phase of interstate boundary settlement between Meghalaya and Assam and the need of reviewing the MOU signed between the two chief ministers.
Motion now moved. You may initiate the discussion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Thank you so much for allowing me to discuss about the second phase of interstate boundary settlement between Meghalaya and Assam and the need of reviewing of the MOU signed between the Chief Minister of Meghalaya and the Chief Minister of Assam. Mr. Speaker, sir, when we talk about the interstate boundary settlement between Meghalaya and Assam, yes, it is a long pending issue that the past government of Meghalaya had tried the level best to solve the issue. It may be noted that the state government in its letter number POL 78/2010/209, dated Shillong, the 8th August 2011, had claimed that over 2,765.14 square kilometers, approximately, of the land belonged to a state. As per the explanation given by the state government on the 8th August 2011, the border disputes between Meghalaya and Assam had taken place in the 12th sector as follows. Tarabari 4.69 square kilometer, Jizang 13.53 square kilometer, Hahim 3.51 square kilometer, Boklapura 1.57 square kilometer, Nongwa Mautamur 137.51 square kilometer, Khanapara Pelingkata 2.29 square kilometer, Desh Domaria 484.72 kilometers, Khanduli and Psiar 12.80 plus 64 square kilometers, Block 1 and Block 2 537.54 plus 1009.88 square kilometer, and Ratachera 11.20 square kilometer. As per explanation of the state government made in the year 2011, the total area of 12 disputed sectors is 2,765 square kilometers. It is, however, undeniable that more areas are being encroached. It may be mentioned that the Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya and the Chief Minister of Assam met on the 23rd July 2021 in Shillong, and on the 6th August 2021 in Dispur in the state of Assam. The outcome of these two meetings is that both the states signed a historic agreement for closure in 6 dispute sectors that were taken out for resolution in the first phase. That is, number 1, Tarabari, number 2, Zizang sector, number 3, Hahim sector, number 4, Boklapara sector, number 5, Khanapara Pilangkata sector, and number 6, Ratachera sector. Both the state had constituted the regional committees in the 3 districts. That is, Ribhoi Regional Committee, West Khasi Hills Regional Committee, and East Jancha Hills Regional Committee. After constituted, the 3 regional committees had visited the villages that falls under the 6 areas of difference to hear the voice of the residents and to verify the name of the villages, and also to verify the principal criteria for approaching the issue, which include: number 1, historical facts; number 2, ethnicity; number 3, administrative convenience; number 4, willingness of the people; and number 5, geographical continuity. After several meetings held by the regional committees, reports were made and sent to the respective states' governments. Even though I'm not a member of the regional committee, but it is disheartening to say that the government did not fully consider the resolution made by the regional committees. For example, the Ribhoi Regional Committee had submitted the report and suggest that all villages in Khanapara Pilangkata sector and Boklapara sector falls in Meghalaya. But sir, unfortunately, MOU signed by the 2 chief ministers clearly indicated that the resolution made by the regional committees has not been fully considered, as many areas of the Khanapara Pilangkata sector of the Himamalim, like the ASTC camp at Hemmarwet Khanapara, Dreamland Resort at Khanapara, fields of Yongkuli, Maikuli, and Pilangkata, right Marwet. Plot of land at Barapathar, Fish Pond, Momari Bills at Maikuli now falls under Assam as per MOU signed. Furthermore, it is clearly noted that the MOU has many negative impacts. It may be mentioned that the Meghalaya government in the year 2011 had claimed over 2.29 square kilometer within Khanapara Pilangkata sector. But now it is left only with 0.55 square kilometer. Therefore, we lost about 1.74 square kilometer just because of the MOU. In Boklapara sector, the Hima Jirang and the Hima Nongspong had lost about 1.01 square kilometer, which included Jimrigaon and the Lungkhong village. Such similar cases was seen in the West Khasi Hills district, whereby many villages that falls under the Khasi Shimship, which were previously not included in the explanation made by the government in 2011. But presently, these were included in Assam. To name a few such villages alike, the Namtarabari, Watre Rongchong, Borsum, Gorajan, Damrang, Malang, Jaipur, Huhuapara, Malchapara, Salbari, the backdrop, and Malang Siminaguri of the Himanonglang citizenship, and also the Leja Dubi village in Jirngam citizenship. When taken into consideration regarding the East Janja Hills district. The Meghalaya government in the year 2011 had claimed over 11.20 square kilometers. But now, it has got only 6.42 square kilometers, meaning that we lost about 4.78 square kilometers in Ratachera sector. Moreover, we had fully lost our ownership of the Malida River. The Meghalaya government had violated the paragraph 20 of the 6th schedule of the Constitution of India, as well as the Assam Reorganization Act 1969 and the Northeast Reorganization Act 1971 in signing the MOU. No prior information, consultation, and permission was sought by the state government from the different Hima Khasi and district council before signing the MOU. This showed that the government do not respect the traditional institutions and the stakeholders. And even more, no consultation was properly made within the House. Another important fact is that the state government did not include any member from the KHDC and JHADC in the regional committee during the first phase. Henceforth, while reviewing the MOU, all these issues need to be rectified at the earliest possible. Therefore, I suggest the government of the day that the same mistake should not be repeated while going ahead with the phase 2, which is highly sensitive. Local MLS and the local MDCs of those areas should be included as the member of the regional committees for the settlement of interstate boundary between Meghalaya and Assam. To conclude, I would like to state that the need of the hour is to shape public opinion for peaceful borders and redouble efforts for a political solution to this old decades disputes. With these few words, Mr. Speaker, sir, I once again thank you for allowing me to move this and to discuss the second phase of interstate boundary settlement between Meghalaya and Assam, and also the need of reviewing the MOU signed between the two chief ministers, that is, the chief minister of Meghalaya and the chief minister of Assam. Thank you. I resume my seat.
Mayralborn, Syiem, please.
Honorable Speaker, sir, I also rise to take part in this special motion brought by Shri Charles Marngar to discuss the second phase of interstate boundary settlement between Meghalaya and Assam and the need of reviewing the MOU signed between the two chief ministers. Sir, the issue of boundary dispute has been a long pending issue that has been lingering around the state. We cannot forget the legacy of our leaders who has fought tirelessly for attaining our statehood way back in the 60s and the 70s. The slogan during that time is that we want hill state, no rest. We still remember great leaders under the banner of NVDA, Non-Violent Direct Action, like late Captain W.S. Sangma, late Sri S.D. Nichols Roy, late B.B. Lingdo, Edwinson Barrett, H.S. Lingdo, P.R. Kandia, and so many great leaders who has fought to attain a full-fledged statehood within a state. And it was in the 24th of December 1969 that Assam Reorganization Meghalaya Act 1969, where a provisional legislative assembly was passed. It is like a Christmas gift in that year. And the inauguration for the autonomous state was on the 2nd April 1970. And the full-fledged state was announced on 10 November 1970, and the inauguration for full-fledged statehood on 21st January 1972. That is the turning point, and as I have said in my opening remark, we cannot forget the legacy of these great leaders who has fought for our state. But still, this issue is still there, till now. Consecutive governments have tried their level best. But I want to place on record that it is only this government in MDA 1 that has taken a serious steps to try and resolve this issue. So this issue is not an easy task for any government, but step has been taken. Drastic step has been taken. Regional committee has been formed under the chairmanship of the cabinet minister of different regional committee that we have. But still, claim and counterclaim between the two states, it is there. As per the survey map of 1872, 1929, and the notification of 1878, 1925, that is the stand of the government of Meghalaya. And the government of Assam, it stands as per the Chandrachud Committee. It was with regard to the issue of settle in the first phase, where 6 areas of difference has been discussed. And different regional committee has submitted their recommendation that have been duly considered by the state government. I'm not saying that it has fulfilled 100 out of 100. Statement has been made in the past on the floor of the House, be it the give and take policy, whether we are gaining some, we are losing some. But the principal stand is that we should not lose a single inch. That is a principal stand. But in due course of discussion and deliberation, push and pull, the ups and downs is always there, where successive government has to follow in due course of time. The dispute within the boundary, which has been discussed in the phase 1, there are plenty of incidents that has happened in the past, not only in the state of Meghalaya, in the state of Mizoram, in the year 1994, 2007, and even on 26th of July 2021, even in the state of Nagaland also, Many incidents has happened, even in the state of Arunachal also, and even in the state of Meghalaya also. Even myself and different legislators from Ribohoi, we have been witnessed by ourselves the incident that has happened in Yongkuli, which is not in the list of the area of difference. That's why I'm telling you, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, that the push and pull, claim, counter-claim will always be there. But I have seen the seriousness of the government to try and solve, to take everybody on board, the traditional head, the district council, different villages, and in due course of process, we have seen in the past also incident has happened, be it in Langpi, be it in Ribohoi, be it in Block 2, be it in Block 1, be it in other part of the area of difference. But keeping in mind that in the process to discuss for the second phase, it is very important that we have to deliberate thoroughly. In the first phase, whatever the government, the regional committee have tried the level best. And we have seen the result. There are discontentment in few sectors, in few sections, but that has to be addressed. And I hope the MOU that has been signed for active consideration for the Home Ministry, if there is any issue that has to be discussed, we'll leave it to the Honorable Chief Minister to consider. With regard to the second phase of talk for the remaining 6 areas of difference, with the long porous border of Assam, especially the sensitive part of Langpi, Block 1, Block 2, this Domria, and other part, we would like to stress upon or stand is that we have to regain back, especially with special reference to Block 2 area, where the Senjuk, Girangbat Shnong, border area, right Noktung, they have also right to the government also, claiming the stand about the 18 villages plus another 4 villages, which is very much part and parcel of Right Nongtung, Himak Hairim, Ribohoi district. In the letter also they have stated very clearly that 18 villages that has to be included, including the another 4 under Meghalaya, where these villages has to be retransferred to Meghalaya as per that notification number TADR 3150-149 dated 13 April 1951, where they were in the elsewhile Jainta Hills, where they have been transferred to Mikir Hills. Now talk has to be there to retransfer and to do away with this notification so that our people who reside there, they can be included within our state. Keeping in mind different parameters that are there, those 5 parameters, we have to see each and every village, keeping in mind the settlement who are there also. I have the list of these villages of this Block 2 village, where we can see the number of population. For example, Madan Umwang, indigenous tribe are 721, and non-indigenous tribe are 1400. Umlaper, indigenous tribe are 325, non-indigenous people are 3,020, and so on. Keeping in mind different activities, different issues that are there, in the second phase, by taking everybody on board, the traditional heads, the district council, MLAs, and other stakeholders, civil society, NGO, and we hope that in days to come, in the process to discuss the boundary issue in the second phase, I hope that the manner the government has taken a serious note in the first phase that has been discussed and elaborated in the past 2 years. The seriousness that are there, we hope that under the leadership of Honorable Chief Minister or the Cabinet Minister, concerned legislator, that the second phase of talk will be there by taking everybody on board, and we hope to see that this problem, which has been lingering for so long, it will be solved once and for all. Keeping in mind and sincere request to each and every stakeholder also, civil society, the public at large, to work together, keeping aside political affiliation, keeping aside politics. This is the issue of life and death for the people of our state. Let us keep aside our personal feeling. Let us walk by the brain, not by the heart. And we would like to see in days to come, the House, we will be unanimous, as we have passed the resolution for attaining ILP on the 19th of December 2019, as we have passed the resolution for the inclusion of Khasi language and Garo language in the 8th schedule on 27 November 2018, the same spirit has to be there to work together, all the 60 legislators, all the stakeholders, so that we can carry on the legacy, the name and fame of our great leaders who have led us from the front. And we hope that in days to come, that the issue of boundary we can solve once and for all. Thank you so much, sir, for allowing me to take part in this very important special motion. Thank you. I resume my seat.
Thank you. Yeah, please, take your floor. Yeah, Ardent Basaiawmoit, you can take your floor.
Sir, I also raised to support the special motion moved by Charles Marngar, MLA from Mahoti, that this House do now discuss the second phase of interstate boundary settlement between Meghalaya and Assam and the need of reviewing the MOU signed between the two chief ministers. Sir, after the MOU was signed between the MDA government and its counterpart, we have seen that members belonging to the ruling side were in a jubilant mood and claimed that their government is the only government that has the courage and the sincerity to solve the problem. However, sir, I am privileged to be an MLA from 2008 till 2018. So I have the experience, sir, that this is not the only government that is concerned and serious in solving the border problem. In fact, I find that the government during my time was more transparent and more careful about dealing with this issue. They have been able to take everybody on board. There was an all-party meeting, and they have done a diligent work where they have documented the claim made before the government of Assam. I have with me here, sir, the presentation on issues relating to interstate boundary with Assam before the all-party meeting dated 29 July 2015. And here it includes, there was a mention that the difference of an interstate boundary, since it was there since the creation of Meghalaya as a separate state. And difference of an inter-district boundary even during British and Assam time. Mention also was made that long outstanding issue cause of immense hardship, economic dislocation and breakdown of law and order in the affected areas. And in this document, it was also highlighted about the meetings of chief ministers held on the 5th of June 2010. And in this meeting, it was agreed inter alia that Meghalaya should present documents in support of its claim. Consequently, the government of Meghalaya has prepared this document and sent to the government of Assam. And before that, the then government has issued a public notice inviting documents, consultation with district council, DCs, etc., sir. Revenue Department prepared documents justification for each sector along with maps based on the supporting documents available, having regard to constitutional provision, relevant notification and maps as well as historical, ethnic and linguistic linkages. Sir, Chief Secretary of Meghalaya handed over sector-wise document justification maps to Chief Secretary Assam to joint committee meeting held, in a joint committee, held on 9/8/2011. Chief Secretary of Assam informed, DO dated 2nd 9/2011, examining the papers received and will take some time for completing preliminary scrutiny. Thereafter, Assam asked for topo sheet, maps and lists of villages for areas claimed by Meghalaya. And these were furnished on 17/2/2012. So, I would like to touch only those areas which, 6 differences which MOU has been signed between MDA government and the counterpart Assam. When it comes to Tarabari area, sir, here, according to the claim of Meghalaya, it was mentioned here that the area is 4.69 square kilometer. And mention also was made in this claim that this area was part of Rambrai's aimship, taken over by British and made into Nonglang Sirship, sir. Order dated 22nd 1879 of DC transferred the Sirship to KH, Khasi and Gentil district land revenue to be deposited in that district. Therefore, sir, according to this claim, historically it was part of Khasi state. 1876 notification corroborates this, sir. Sir, coming to Gizang forest area, this has a total area of 13.53 square kilometer, and the same claim has been made by the state government of Meghalaya. This area was part of Rambrai's aimship, order dated 20th 2nd 1879 of DC transferred citizenship to Khasi and Gentil district, asked Mausada to collect and deposit revenue in Shillong Treasury, historically on the Khasi and Gentil Hills, notification of 1876. Number of villages in the area fall within 29 Mauthinkut District Council constituency. Map also has been supplied on this regard. Coming to the Hahim area, sir, the total area is 3.51 square kilometer. Again, historically, this area was part of Rambrai's aimship. on the jurisdiction of Khasi and Giant Hills District, notification number 1430 dated 14/9/1876. Chief Commissioner asked 1877 DC Khasi and Giant Hills District to collect house tax of Nonglang Eleka. Issue of interpretation on ground of notification determine boundaries of Kamrup and United Khasi and Giant Hills, Nongriangsi Citizenship and Nonglang Citizenship under constituency number 11 of District Council and later part of 29 Malthungkot constituency. 1961 census shows it is a part of Nongpok police station, area inhabited largely by local tribals. Atiavari Lijadubi, part of 22nd Malthungkot Assembly constituency, as per electoral roll of 1970. And a map also is attached in this claim, sir. So, coming to Bordua, this has an area of 147.83 square kilometer. Historically, on the Khasi's aims taken over by British after Utirat Singh's revolt, census records of 1961, 1971 show many villages on the Nongpok police station of United Khasi and Giant Hills District. Number of villages fall within constituency number 17 of Khasi and Giant Hills District Council as per 1951 delimitation, largely inhabited by local tribals. Map also has been attached in this regard, sir. So coming to Boklapara, it has an area of 1.57 square kilometer. Historically, part of Nongspung's aimship, ordered by Secretary in Political Appeal 20 of 1938, confirmed this. 1961-1971 census report shows that this area under Nongpok police station, largely inhabited by local tribals, part of constituency number 17 of Khasi and Giant Hills ADC as per delimitation of 1951. Part of constituency number 18 of Khasi and Giant Hills ADC as per delimitation of 1966. And part 1 of Jirang District Council constituency as per delimitation 1972. Map also was there. Kanapara Pilankata, it has an area of 2.25 square kilometer. Historically, part of William's aimship, letter 1871 of DC Kamrup to DC Khasi and Giant Hills boundary as a quest of expediency and Mahal rights remain with aim of William. Further confirmed by letter of Deputy Superintendent Revenue Survey dated 5/12/1871 to DC's aims right not affected. Census record of 1961 and 1971 show number of villages on the Nongpok police station of United Khasi and Giant Hills District, part of constituency number 17 Khasi and Giant JHADC as per delimitation of 1951, part of constituency number 18 of KHADC as per delimitation of 1966, part of 1 Jirang District Council constituency as per delimitation of 1972. Sir, this exercise, I can say, was done diligently. So to claim that MDA government is the only government that has done a marvelous work as far as the settlement of boundary issue, sir, I think it is not fair at all, sir. We must also give a credit to the previous government who have diligently compiled this document and placed before the Assam government. I don't know, though the present government, the MDA government, we know has constituted regional committees to go into the detail of settling the boundary in these 6 areas, sir. But I don't know how many of you who claim, who praise your leadership, have ever seen or even read the report of the regional committees. As far as my information goes, sir, most of the recommendations of the regional committees have not been considered. And I don't know whether this is going to be a legal document or not, sir. because the government is guided by a rule, and there is a law, Government of Meghalaya, Law A Department, Cabinet Affairs Department, Rules of Executive Business of the Government of the State of Meghalaya. And if we go according to the rule, so in para 11 and 12, here it is mentioned that orders or instruments made or executed by on behalf of the government of the state of Meghalaya shall be expressed to be made or executed in the name of the governor. Orders or instruments of the government of the state shall be expressed to be made in the name of the governor and shall be signed either by the chief secretary, a principal secretary, commissioner and secretary, a secretary and an additional secretary, a joint secretary, a deputy secretary, an under secretary, or such other officer as may be authorized by the government, and such signature shall be deemed to be the proper authorization of such order or instrument. I think this instrument that is written here may also be called a kind of memorandum of understanding that the two governments have entered upon. In this memorandum of understanding, we see that it is the Chief Minister of Assam and the Chief Minister of Meghalaya who are the signatory on this MOU. So I don't know, sir, I leave to the wisdom of the government whether this MOU will stand in the court of law. So, and we used to hear a phrase, and that is exactly from our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, that the government, the state government, will adopt a give and take policy. So here I've already read out, sir, the area claimed by the state government. And what happened in these 6 areas of differences? I don't see that there is, apply a give and take policy, a phrase which was popularly used by members of the Treasury bench. Sir, in Gizang area, the total area is 13.53 square kilometer, and it goes 10.63 square kilometer to Assam. And Meghalaya is being able to retain with the rest of that area, sir. Sir, Buklapara, out of 1.57 square kilometer, again 1.01 square kilometer gone to Assam. Kanapara Pilankata area with 2.29 square kilometer, 1.7 square kilometer again has gone to Assam. Southeastern portion of the boundary, Ratashera, out of 11.20 square kilometer, the Assam managed to get 4.78 square kilometer. So if we plus all the areas being given to Assam under this MOU, it comes to 18.19 square kilometers something, sir. And we are left with 18.6 square kilometer. So in this situation, where do we stand to gain? As the Honorable Chief Minister has claimed that this deal, that the state government, the Meghalaya as a state, has gained from this MOU, sir. So, sir, I feel that it was not done in a proper way, in a transparent manner. The government did not bother to take everyone on board. They left the traditional heads. They don't involve the district council, and they don't even care about the people living in the border areas. I would not mind if the people living in the border areas accept this decision taken by the government. But we know there are protests. So therefore, sir, I feel that it is a fit case for the government of the day to review and relook into this MOU and I would also like to request to be more conscious when you start to negotiate about the second phase of settlement in the border areas. Sir, I don't think we will be able to allow the government or anyone to take us for a ride. As public representative, we know that Meghalaya is a very small state. How can we allow the leadership of the state to hand over more than 18 square kilometers to Assam? Which is why, sir, yesterday when I participated in the debate on the governor's address, I had made a mention that anything which is done in haste will always end up in waste. So I think we are in the losing side as a state of Meghalaya. On what ground can we claim that this MOU has gained us? This MOU has managed to gain the state of Meghalaya. So therefore, sir, I strongly support the mover of this special motion, and I earnestly request the Chief Minister, the government, we will work together, but please take us also into confidence. It doesn't mean that because some government in the past have failed to address this problem, that you will have the right to decide without the people's support, without the consideration of the people, especially living in the border areas. So with these few words, sir, I resume my seat.